The Music Industry Award is given to an individual who excels behind the scenes in the music business. I am especially delighted to be asked to present this award because the recipient is a studio engineer and producer who helps me create good records. An Auburn University alumnus, he has engineered sessions for more than 20 #1 hits. As an engineer, songwriter, record producer, he has been involved with albums that have sold more than 30 million copies. He wrote and co-produced the Forrester Sisters hit, Men. This Florence native had 6 Grammy nominations and won 2 Grammys for his work with Ricky Skaggs. He's worked with Alabama, Garth Brooks, Jimmy Buffett, Charlie Daniels, Faith Hill, Vince Gill, Millie Jackson, Alison Krauss, Manhattan Transfer, Dolly Parton, Leon Russell, Marty Stewart, Travis Tritt, Trisha Yearwood. He's my buddy, and I'm going to deviate from the script just for a second and say that it's been 20 years since I've made a record without this guy sitting next to me, and it's a particular honor for me to present this award to Alan Schulman.
Let me just say that it's a pleasure to be down here. I feel like I'm stealing the award. Just the chance to be down here and see all my friends I don't get to see near enough. Milton and Mike and Walt and Gary, Don Mullins. I know Cindy and Bebop and David, all you back there. Let's see, Rick Hall, who I guess I was engineering records, and for him sitting next to him, and I looked over my shoulder and all of a sudden realized I'd cut about 10 #1 records. My family, Gene Schulman, Stuart Schulman, Steve Schulman, EJ and Shirley Posey, my wife Benita and her brother and sister Kevin, Eugenia, my friend Matt McAnally, who opens doors for me all the time, not just musically. All of you that know him know what I'm talking about. Anyway, thank you very much. And Rick Hall, who taught me you really have to work hard in this business. So thank you very much.
The Musicians Award is presented to exemplary studio musicians. Tonight we have 2 recipients whose careers have often intertwined. Our first recipient is an award-winning bassist. After playing in Huntsville bands, he joined Hank Williams Jr. Band in 1978 and into the Muscle Shoals studios. He began playing on Nashville demo sessions for a young singer named Garth Brooks. That resulted in him playing on the singer's multi-platinum albums and singles. Our honoree has also backed Joe Diffie and played on many hit sessions, including Kathy Mattea's #1 hit, Burning Old Memories. The first recipient of the Musicians Award is Athens native Mike Chapman.
Well, thank you, everybody. I really appreciate this so much. I've got to thank some folks that helped me get here. First of all, I want to thank God for all these many blessings, and my parents for their love and guidance, and for buying me that guitar when I turned 12. That kind of started it all. And a special thanks to my wife and children, Connie, Clinton, and Allison, and Lee. Thank you for all your love and support, and watching me chase this crazy dream. Thank you so much. I love you. And also want to say a big thanks to all the folks that I've worked and played with all these years, all the singers and songwriters and musicians and engineers and producers. Thank you for allowing me to mix business with pleasure. It's been great. And also a special thanks to Garth Brooks. Thank you for wanting me to be a part of your career. And last but not least, thank you, Alabama Music Hall of Fame. Thank you so much for this great honor. I'm truly humbled, and I hope that I'll always make you proud. Thank you.
Wray began drumming in Athens, Alabama bands as a teenager. He started his studio musician career in Muscle Shoals. He has recorded with Kathy Mattea, Alabama, John Anderson, Garth Brooks, Vince Gill, Toby Keith, Pam Tillis, George Jones, Asleep at the Wheel, the Bellamy Brothers, Crystal Gale, Eddie Rabbitt, and many others. He has played on live television shows and the Grand Ole Opry. Our next Musicians Award goes to Athens native and my friend, and I have played with his drummer, Milton Sledge.
first like to start out saying, growing up as a teenager in North Alabama, I always listened to music, and probably the Beatles got me started at first, but after that, I started really listening to records and paying more attention. Once I found out all my favorite records that were being played by Joe Rumore and John R. in Nashville were being cut about 30 miles from where I was living, I couldn't wait to get over there and find out how these guys were doing it. And I'd just like to thank the Muscle Shoals music industry for encouraging me and giving me the opportunity to pursue my dream of working in a recording studio. And also I want to thank this body here, this group of people who have chosen to honor me in this way. And it truly is a humbling and a wonderful experience to see all of these old friends here. I want to particularly thank some of the people who allowed me into their recording industry at Muscle Shoals, starting with David Johnson, let me hang around, my friend and mentor, Roger Hawkins, who took me under his wing, let me see what was going on inside the recording studios. He and Jimmy Johnson were just super to me as a young man. Also, I want to thank all of my friends that I see here tonight. There's too many to name, and I hope I haven't left out too many of you. But I do want to thank Alan Schulman and Bill Fair for two of the first engineers to use me in the recording studio, and they were just wonderful people, and congratulations to you as well, Alan. Also, I want to thank my cohort in crime, Mike Chapman. He and I have done lots of work together. Also, I'd like to thank my wife, Vicki, and my children who have been so supportive of me during this time. Thank you very much.